Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and thank you all so much for subscribing, and thank you for coming back, and thank you for those that are going to subscribe today. Yes, as you have read in the disclaimer, I did mention that it is going to be my first time doing this installation on on my own hair, and I know you're wondering, why am I showing this? Yes, this is a video of a client that I have done before, and it's just to state that even though I have done this method on my clients, I have never tried it on myself. Getting right straight into it, I took my styling pomade, aka Edge Control, and I just used that to ensure that I laid all my hair towards the back. Wait a minute, hold on, girl. We're not going to be pretending like we don't see what's going on with our hair, girl. So guys, I gave my hair a proper TLC just the night before, and unfortunately, just after I rounded off my shower, it decided to do a number on me this morning. It did not want me to flourish in this video. Yep. Getting back to the video, we then decided to put a wig cap, or I don't know who's we, but I decided to put a wig cap over my head. And before that, girl, you gotta have your lips moisturized. Like, girl. I then proceeded by taking my GOT2b free spray. As I mentioned, it's the only product that I will be using in this installation. I sprayed around. Whoa, girl, what is going on? I sprayed around the perimeter of my edges. Thereafter, I proceeded by taking my dryer. You can use your blow dryer, whatever. You can put it on cool setting, whatever setting and just made sure that it was completely dry. I then went in with my scissors, but unfortunately my scissors were really blunt, but they're the only ones I had lying around the house. I would, however, advise that if you do this, you would prefer to use a face blade, which will give you a much more flawless and finished look to cut around the perimeter of your hairline. At this point, I just used the back of this, what do you call this, rectangle comb, a drilling, to ensure that all the parts that were not laid down were laid down. But it was caused due to the fact that I had forgotten to make holes around my ear area to ensure that my wig cap is properly laid down. I then just followed in by ensuring that I cut off all the excess around the perimeter of my edges. One thing I did forget to mention was the fact that the reason why I actually want to try this method was because I always dreaded wearing frontal wigs because I always used to get headaches from them. Reason being, I do not have much forehead space because my hairline is quite into my face. So I wanted to try this method and see if I was still going to experience those headaches that I used to get when I wear my frontal wigs. I then took my foundation and just blended it into my wig cap so that it looks more like my skin, and when I apply my wig it will look more realistic. I do advise to try and be as neat as you can with this process. Preferably use a powder. Reason being because if you do not have alcohol like I did not have at this moment, it will be quite a messy process and there will be so much cleaning up to do because you'll need to clean off that excess foundation from your skin if you want to keep this wig on for at least a week or longer. At this point, I just sprayed the blotch-free spray into my hands to ensure that there's no hair in my face, which will make it just easier for me to do the installation. I'm just going to be fixing the wig on my head, ensuring that I adjust it properly. It fits. I've worn this wig 20 times already, so it already fits. I didn't need to do any extra work on it. After this, I took my GOT2b free spray, my product of the day, and just sprayed it on the one side of my head. And since the spray is liquidish, I had to actually ensure that I tilted my head towards the back more, but I didn't, and it made my face area a bit more dirty and just more cleaning. So I went in with my dryer and I ensured that it was in cool setting and just dried it down for like 15 seconds. After this, the wig will honestly just naturally just stick there. It just sticked like glue, and voila. I then continue to press it in with the back of my drilling or rectangle, whatever the YouTubers say. What is it called, guys? Please tell me in the comment sections. I honestly just hear Ray saying something. Now, the big mistake that I did here that some of you would have probably seen in my Get to Know Me tag is that my wig at the front was a bit bubbly. I don't know how to put it. That's because I didn't do this in 3 steps. Yep, right there, right there. I didn't do this in 3 steps. I was supposed to do it in 3 steps so that I'm able to pull the wig to ensure that it's there's no wrinkles. Yeah, that's the word. There are no wrinkles. So I only did this in 2 steps, which did not allow me to see because I do wear specs. I honestly couldn't see because my mirror is a bit far from my eyesight at that point. I couldn't really see so well, but it did become a bit wrinkled, which I was really dreading about when I eventually saw. But I was so tired when I saw the results in my Get to Know Me tech video. I really was not going to sit in front of a camera and record again. Like, it was just not going to happen. So I did basically the same thing. I pressed it down and it just stick to my head like glue. At this point, I was just trying to ensure that the wig was properly laid down as far as my eyesight could see, and I was just ensuring that the parts were glued down. And you will see that I pulled on the wig to show you that it was properly laid down. It was not going to fall off. I could literally jump and do whatever I could with this wig. And if you're a good critic like I am, you would obviously see the parts that were not glued down. And I only saw these things on video and I was not going to refilm this, but like I said, it's quarantine and I have nowhere else to go and I do not have anybody to look cute for but my house. I then went in and I took my bonnet that I used to tie my hair at night and I used it as my scarf to just lay down the wig for. In reality, you'd want to do this for probably 15 minutes, but the truth of the matter is I actually put this on and I went on and did my makeup, which I did not do on camera.
15 minutes later.
So to clean my area, I used wipes, but I do advise if you have alcohol and you want to try this method, it's better use alcohol because wipes are saturated with water and oils. But unfortunately, I did not have alcohol, but I just wanted my area to look neat. Sometimes I also like to use the reverse styling technique. I'm just kidding. That's a filter. What do you call it? All right, guys, this concludes my first ever ball cap method. Please do let me know in the comment section below what you thought of me trying this method for the first time. And this is just my final look that I had in my Get to Know Me tag. If you've not watched it, please do watch and don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and see you next week.